Let's do this. Even though I really don't feel like it. Let's go to my Discord, see what you guys got in store for me. Ken A. What's up, Ken? I have a problem where I live through other people's vulnerability. When I watch you, Viking, I admire that vulnerability, but I could just never imagine myself being as vulnerable as you. Putting out your deepest, darkest struggles, no matter how embarrassing they are, well, that period. I watch you not only because of your intelligent takes, but also your extreme vulnerability when sharing tough moments of your life. How do you do this? Ken A. You want to see some magic? I'm about to show you a magic trick, alright? I'm about to tell anyone watching, anyone that clicked on this video, my entire audience and whatnot, I'm about to tell them just how incredibly unhappy and bad I'm currently feeling. And then, for the magic part, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing. I'm still gonna be here. Nothing is gonna change in terms of how people perceive me. My life is not gonna be over. People are just gonna keep on going with their life, regardless of how they feel of my confession. Alright? And I want you to understand what I'm telling you. It's not about how do I do it, how do I, share my vulnerable side, how do I tell people I'm not okay, no. How do you do it? That's easy, you fucking say it. The part that you need to work on is the fear. The fear, my friend, because you are so scared of what people will think of you. That's why you're not doing it, because you're scared. But that's where you go wrong. That's where a lot of people go wrong. They fear the wrong things. You shouldn't fear people. People are really not that important. People just live from meal to meal, from meal to a sports game, to a weekend, to a family get-together, to drinks at the bar, to watching a movie. You see what I'm saying? Pretty mundane stuff. Like, most people out there really, they're not thinking that far. They're just going through the motion. Floating through life. Never scratching the surface of purpose and meaning. And that is a rabbit hole that is maybe best not uncovered, because a lot of people can't deal with that. That's what you should fear. The fact that none of the shit that you, me, or anyone's doing really has a point. But I digress. This was supposed to be a confessional video, right? I'm gonna show you how to do it. Look, man, I'm not good at all. As a matter of fact, for the past 10 days, I've been in a mental state where I could cry any moment. I could cry right now. I could cry right now on camera. I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna have to take my word for it. But that is what I feel right now. It's been very hard to come up with real motivation to do anything. I'm having a hard time seeing the bigger picture. And my energy is very low in every single regard. I go to bed tired, I wake up tired, I spend my day tired. Regardless of which supplement I take, they may trigger the body, but never the spirit, never the heart. There's a multitude of reasons. Definitely some built-up frustration over the fact that last year's surgeries got botched. Having a hard time with that. Definitely. Keep thinking that perhaps the best move would have been to make no move at all. And that now I'm worse off than I was before. For those who don't know, I was eating perfectly fine. I was able to eat without any spillage, any saliva loss, and now every time I eat, I'm left feeling like a severely handicapped person. It's not even about the whole public factor of looking a certain way in public. Like I said, people are people. People, I don't really care so much about people, but it's about how you feel as a person, you know, yourself. Definitely some frustration with that. There's some other stuff, obviously, as well, but I don't really feel like talking about that right now. What I do want to talk about is how I've tackled my darkness, how I have reacted to it. And what I have done is basically said, all right, I don't have a lot of energy available. I'm seeing things very dark, very gloomy, very pessimistic. So I don't really have anything extra to offer to myself or to the world or to people. So I gotta buckle down and make sure that the commitments I've made professionally towards others are respected, meaning my clients. So I've buckled down on making sure that my coaching has not suffered. And I've done a pretty damn good job at that. I even feel like, in a weird way, me going and tunnel visioning on coaching my clients, I've done a better job coaching my clients than I ever have. Because I've just like, my one mission is to just not let them down and to not let my current weakness and emotional instability ruin what I'm trying to establish with them. That's number one. Number two, and this is something I've always done in my 11 years since cancer, I have narrowed in and buckled down on the gym, and in this case I've taken it to the highest level of intensity, meaning that for the last 2 weeks now I've begun a cut, which means a diet for those who are not aware, who are not into fitness. So what I need right now, I'm basically in a tailspin. I'm completely out of control emotionally. Like, if you can cry any moment, it's usually not a good sign. Usually means that you're not in control. So I'm trying to regain control by controlling the way my body looks. And the best way I know how is by dieting, by measuring every single calorie I take in, by tracking it. So I measure my food, I track it, and I know exactly how much I'm taking in on a daily basis. And I'm already starting to see results. Obviously, I'm getting in better and better and better shape. And that, to me, is where I usually start when I've lost my balance. I need to remember that I am the master of my own kingdom, that I'm in control. You gotta start with something that you've done multiple times already. Something that you know how to do. So there's no risk of failing again. For should you fail again when you're in this emotional tailspin, shit might get real dark. And we don't want that, because I'm already close to the edge. So narrowing in on my job, coaching clients, narrowing in on my body, the gym. And today, for the third time in 10 days, I had some spare energy left to even make a video for you guys. So that's what I'm doing. It's really starting to dawn on me that the trickiest part of life, the biggest danger, once again, it's not people and people's opinions. Like, I can't overstate that. But it's the fact that you need to create purpose at all times. You need to create a feeling that you're doing something that makes a positive change, or at least makes an impact. Because the minute that you feel like you're no longer doing that, and the minute that you feel that you're just spending time, wasting time, running towards your death, that's when you can get into this really unhealthy, sinister mindset of asking yourself, what is the point? What is the point of prolonging this? Don't get me wrong, guys. This is not me saying I'm suicidal, but it can lead you to feeling extremely crippled and just out of love with life and anything you do. And when that love goes away, when that spark of joy goes away, things get really hard. But guess what? Here's the good news. You gotta weather the storm. Stay down until you come up. That's what I'm doing. I'm not overreacting. I'm not expecting this to turn in 1 hour, 1 day. I'm just weathering the storm, staying down until I come up. Because I know that part of this certainly has a chemical nature, meaning that there is something in my brain, in my mind, causing me to feel this way. And it'll pass. It always has, and it always will. And I don't think I really have anything else to say about that. If you're feeling the way I'm feeling, just hang in there. We're all gonna make it. That's it.